I've taken a look at your proposal. It's much better than the ones you showed me before, but
Oh, come on, not again. Isn't this the 6th proposal I've shown you? What's your issue this time?
It's a bit hard to put into words, but
I have to say, that's a terribly vague and unconvincing explanation. Please enlighten me. What would...
for starters, don't you think this roof is jutting out a bit too far from the top? This door, too. I don't think it needs to be nearly this large.
The roof and the door are the most fundamental parts of a building. If we were to change them, then what would be left of the design? Even if the soul of the building won't be lost, all traces of architectural style would be gone. Anyone with the slightest...
Oh, I understand the principles of what you are saying, of course, but the truth remains that I'm still a bit unhappy with the design as is. Oh, actually, I just got an idea. Can we get rid of all...
What?
Don't architects often say...
I really don't know how you managed to come up with such a ridiculous... Anyway, that's it. I will not be working on this commission anymore. Goodbye. Maybe you can find your...
Hey, young man, please wait! Go.
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever. Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting to run into you here. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern? Don't listen to anyone who says that drinking is an elegant pastime. It's no good for your health. So you saw all that, did you? Ugh, I thought I was in the clear. I made sure to double-check that nobody I knew was around. Anyway, thanks for looking out for me. Honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm used to it by now. Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine, same as last time. Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine and a glass of juice coming right up.
I know you're already keeping a secret from me, but if you could add this one to the list as well, I'd really appreciate it. Arguing with a client is not a good look for me. If word gets out, other potential clients might be afraid to... That guy, though. What was he even going on about? All those ridiculous demands of his? He's just a blabbering fool. Another glass, please, boss. I'm not leaving today till
You've got it, sir. I gotta say, though, it almost feels like you're saying that every other day now.
It really is every other day that you'd run into a client who knows nothing about construction requirements or architectural style. If this was in the past, I'd never have gone through 6 whole drafts trying to accommodate the client's preferences. But perhaps getting used to this just means that I've grown numb to it. I've worked on so many projects since graduation, and none of them have been approved at the first pass. I would spend a lot of time altering my designs, and by the time the clients were finally satisfied, all my passion and enthusiasm would be gone. It feels like I'm straying further and further from my artistic vision with every change I have to make. I suppose, though, that just sticking to your guns and completely disregarding other people's feedback would also not be a good thing. All of this makes for a real paradox, one that particularly crops up in my work, too. In the end, what is the true meaning of art? Should I see it as a divine gift of inspiration?
Here's your drink. How are you already spouting nonsense after just one glass?
Boss?
The meaning of art? Really, my friend, who in Sumeru understands art better than you? Anyway, I don't know about art, but I do know that I'm interested in business, and some patrons are waiting to be served. So, you'll have to excuse me.
What do you think, traveler? Exactly. So our thoughts on the meaning of art are rather similar. In Sumeru, and especially Sumeru of the past, the arts are not a popular discussion topic. Trying to talk about the arts is basically the key to killing any conversation. It's too bad that I'm not in my best form today. Otherwise, we could have talked about this for a little longer. Thanks for offering, but you've seen how he is. He's not going to listen to... He understands nothing about my design, and all the suggestions he made were as if he just wanted to mock me. You mean, if I manage to get him to see things my way, then this... You've got a point. Time to get going. I know where we'd be able to find... There's no time to waste. The wine can wait until another time. I'll...
Want to buy some spices? We have all the usuals, but at affordable prices.
Got any commissions ready?
Kaveh, what are you doing here?
I've changed my mind. I was overreacting earlier. Can we try discussing the project some more?
My apologies as well. Now that I think about it, some of my requests were indeed a bit unreasonable. If I choose you to create the design for my...
Thank you for understanding. Mutual trust is the basis for good communication. Now that we've got that out of the way, to be perfectly honest, your commission request has been... Even now, I still know nothing about the building's intended purpose. I am aware that overly specific... I've produced several draft proposals for you to choose from, and you've rejected...
Yes, I've given this some thought already. I think we can go with the general direction of the... It's just... The timber here as well.
Please give me a moment. My head's starting to hurt again. So, let me get this straight. You want to reduce the cost of the project, right? But if we implement your suggestions, then I'm afraid we have to scrap the entire design. Architectural design cannot be neatly split into discrete parts. Any change to one part of the design will affect the quality of the whole thing. I decided to use... Same with the tiles. Switch them out and the entire mural will If all you need is a building with a roof that can keep people dry in the rain...
Actually, I
think the most
I want to build something unique. Something quiet. And I want all who enter this building to be able to...
That's a bit... We've gone through many proposals and...
Thank you for giving it so much thought. Please, give me... I still have a few business meetings that I must attend.
I also have a similar feeling. Is that really okay? I mean, what he does now is none of our business. He does seem really suspicious, though. He dresses like a rich person, but when you talk to him, he hardly sounds the part. That's actually pretty common. Not all rich people are spendthrifts. Many are just. The more mora some people have, the more they love interfering with people's lives. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure this person really wants to work on this project with me. Putting his vague requests aside, he's still finding excuses to... Who knows how long construction will take if he keeps delaying things like this? We should... Huh? Where did he go? I could have sworn he went this way. Let's keep looking. Oh, hey, look! Isn't that Badawi? It sure looks like him, but he's dressed completely different now.
Didn't I tell you before? I'm not looking for more workers. Plus, aren't you a bit old for physical labor?
Oh, you won't have to worry about that. I grew up as an Eremite mercenary and worked in the desert my entire life. My body's still... I don't have many talents, but I still have my muscle. If you need someone to unload goods or drive away sumpter beasts...
You used to be an Eremite mercenary?
I know there are a lot of bad apples in our ranks, but most are just trying to make a living. We're not that greedy by nature, and we'll do our...
I'm sorry, but I still can't take you in. I don't have any open positions right now, and don't have the mora for anything more. How about this?
Okay.
He used to be a member of the Eremites? Huh. From the way he was dressed, I would have thought he was a merchant from the rainforest. Let's ask...
Hey, wanna see something a little different?
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
We meet again.
Huh? Why are you guys here?
That's what we wanted to ask you. Who are you? There's no need for us to continue this project if you still want to keep...
Believe me, I didn't have... All right, there's no point hiding anything anymore. The building I'm trying to commission you for is...
A library? Funded entirely by yourself. I've heard that the academia will be looking to prioritize the desert with the allocation of educational resources and materials.
You're right, and I was aware of these happenings as well. I just figured the desert is too vast, even if the academia spends a lot. And what's more, I don't know if the academia would... All I know is that as a desert dweller, we should not wait passively for good things to... I don't have much longer. I didn't want you to know that I came from the desert. I've lived in the desert my entire life, and there wasn't anyone here that I could trust.
To the point that you even disguised your...
When I first came to Sumeru City, I brought a lot of Mora. Someone agreed to take on the project, and even took a sum of Mora from me, but then disappeared without a trace. After that, I heard that there are a lot of untrustworthy people in this business. Some would run as soon as they've been paid, while others would... I spent a while collecting information in the city, and eventually learned that you're the most famous architect in all of Sumeru. I figured that you wouldn't need to make more. By the way, how did you know I was scammed?
Just a hunch. A while ago, I accepted an offer to work on a project in the desert, and was also scammed out of a large sum of Mora. I ran into someone who was living in a pretty run-down house. I noticed a load-bearing wall, and he said that he had no way to pay for it, so I loaned him some of my own. And after that, he even borrowed Mora from me twice more, using a different excuse each time. I didn't even suspect him of any wrongdoing until he... According to him, I looked like an easy target because I was an academia scholar who didn't have any family or friends in the desert.
Those kinds of things do happen every once in a while, yes. Folks like him are the exact...
It's all right. You were also scammed by someone from Kasharwar, after all. I should apologize to you. Ultimately, neither of our experiences had anything to do with the desert or the rainforest. People who are new to an area are always easy targets for criminals. Yeah, you'll find both good and bad people everywhere. Anyway, I digress. Let's return to the topic at hand. Did you keep rejecting my designs because you thought I was...
That's what I was afraid of initially. Yeah, I've done the math and know that we... So, I decided to try and see if I can afford...
By cobbled together...
To be honest, I haven't really thought about that. All I want is to build this library before I... A while ago, I heard that the academia had decided to recruit a number of exceptional children from the desert. I know the desert life and can predict what the problems will be. So even if the academia would take them in, once they enter the halls, they might find themselves surrounded by other...
Yes, my father passed away at an early age. Even though I had a... I'm sure a child coming all the way from the desert will have an even harder time. This back to the building itself. I think you said that you want this building to be quiet and warm. Building it according to the current plan will be quite costly. Even if I don't charge you any commission fees, I don't think we'd be able to keep it under your budget. Any ideas on what we can do? A slightly different style. Most architects would probably prioritize cutting costs and removing extra features in this situation. Indeed, converting the building into a simple bungalow would solve most of our problems. However, I do not think this would be the best solution. While it's true that the aesthetic value of a building is often viewed as an afterthought, to completely give up on the more aesthetic design would mean stripping the children of an opportunity to appreciate the beauty. However, if we can reduce the ornate aspects of the design while maintaining its fundamental elegance, which is to say we won't touch the arches and stone pillars but make changes elsewhere. To make up for the loss of regular details, we would need to put a lot of extra effort.
I see. Would that really be...
It just increases the difficulty of the design. You should feel lucky that out of all the As for inspiration...
Aru Village. Although it wasn't my child...
Okay, then we can pay a visit to Aru Village.
Is there something I can do for you? I've already caused you a lot of trouble before.
Let me think. You said you used to be an Eremite mercenary, right? In that case, you could help us clear out some monsters. We want to keep the roads clear, and reduce the loss of materials during transport to a minimum.
All right, just leave it.
What are you waiting for, then? Let's pack up and get ready to go. Most materials going from Caravan Ribat to Aru Village would pass through here. There are a lot of monsters out here today. If you find it hard to keep up, just let us know.
Oh, don't worry about me. This is nothing.
Scatter! Right now. Come on out. Unleash! Time for a light show! That didn't count! Emerge! Right here. Show them. Emerge!
clear.
Spring forth! Scatter! A sight to behold. Come on out. Show them. Right here. Right now. Obey! By ordinance divine. Here come the fireworks! The fuse is lit!
I'm fine. I've spent my entire life fighting the... But it's one thing to fight against monsters, and another to fight against an old injury. It's something I picked up when I was young. There were many fights between mercenaries. I don't think much of it back then, but with few mercenaries get to enjoy their later years. Failing health tends to take...
Is there someone you know who can help to look after?
Unfortunately, no. My wife passed away. Sometimes I'd close my eyes and realize most of my life. I joined the Eremites, if at all possible. My apologies.
I think it's really admirable of him to spend his whole life savings on people. Maybe he's doing this out of natural kindness. A kindness that hasn't been eroded away by the struggles of his life. Perhaps. Some people call me an idealist. I do, but my situation is more complex than I impulsive. He set off confidently. I never saw him again. Word has it that he got caught in quicksand. Even if I started doing many things in life because I wanted to make amends. Even in cases where I couldn't do something for a specific person, I still did whatever I could. I think I just wanted to make myself feel a little better. At this point, even I don't know. I've tried self-reflection, but it didn't help. I can't seem to walk away from many things that I see or hear about, even if they don't directly concern me. And I can't quite pinpoint the source of it. Maybe it's just like what those Vahumana scholars often say. It's hard for people to truly understand themselves. I could be doing things out of endless... Anyway, I suppose I've known Alhaitham for many years now. He told me a long time ago that no matter how strong of a swimmer you may be, you'll still get dragged under by the others who are drowning once you run out of stamina. I still believe I should live by my ideals, and Unfortunately, he remains unconvinced. His personality is the exact opposite of my own. If someone happens to drown next to him, as you can see, I'm not the only idealist in the world. And when I finally run out of stamina, someone will also reach out. Someone will help me, right? But you've helped me plenty already. If you didn't reach out to me, I would probably be passed out on the tavern table. Either way, I'm feeling much better than when you first found me at the... All right, let's head...
Transfiguration!
Now that we're here, it's my partner's time.
Oh, what's this?
My toolbox. I built it using an ancient mechanical core. It's not too smart, but it's super useful and can help me with a variety. I'll take Marak and find a suitable location for the building. Once that is done, I'll...
Traveler?
Ah, you know each other?
Hello. I suppose you must be Kaveh from Kasharwar. I've heard of you before. My name is Sitaria, and I'm currently the person in charge of promoting
Educational assistance programs.
I can't say I'm too familiar just yet, but if you haven't...
I've been commissioned by Mr. Badawi to build a library in the...
A library? Do you intend to...
That's right. I want to make sure the children will have books to read.
That's fantastic! I'm sure the children will be thrilled. Right now, we don't have access to many paper books or a quiet place to read. Truth be told, this very thing has been
Let me get straight to my questions, then. Can you estimate the number of children... Oh, and have any landslides occurred here recently? All right. Badawi, let's go over the budget again. The parts of the project that cost... I want to make significant changes to the arrangement of the... Our final cost should be around 7... Marak has produced a sketch for all of you to see. If everyone's okay with it, then we'll proceed with that as the formal plan. The inspiration just came to me naturally. I must give you credit, though. If it weren't for your advice and suggestions, I probably wouldn't have landed on this new style so quickly. According to the traditions of my profession, I should probably name this style after you. In the meantime, let's look forward to the day...